Nope, I don't want
to. Way to go, Matt.
Yo, Matt and Tex Show, live on KSU.com.
Yes, I was just telling Matt here that
I'm Matt.
I'm Tex. Didn't I say that?
No.
Oh, sorry, I got confused. I was just telling him that I really feel like having some steak and rice. That just sounds delicious right now. I'm pretty hungry.
Always
hungry. Anywho, we have a show for you today.
We do. Like every usual Tuesday at 11 a.m. We have talking points. We've got music. All the above. Great show.
Excellent. I've got 2 stories, and then me and Matt have got a couple stories from last week that we'll tell you about.
Last week was interesting.
It was, indeed.
A lot of things to talk about. And a lot of new music today.
Awesome.
We'll start it off.
Yeah, the music.
Wait. Oh, God, look what I forgot.
What did you do?
I am the internet, and I like it when KSSU is on.
No, because you have the earphones on.
The internet dropped. That was my bad.
Oh.
My bad. Anyways, we'll go to this first song, and then we'll come back and talk about stuff. This first song is new from the Shins off their newest album. Came out like last week or 2 weeks ago. Port of Morrow. This song is called Bait and Switch. Enjoy it, Matt and Tex Show. That was Bait and Switch from the Shins.
I've never heard of the Shins. Normally I hear of the bands that you play.
Oh, this band is... I like them. I really like them, but they're not well known. They're going. They're from like Oregon.
Not a very rocky
or Seattle,
state.
The city. One of those northwestern territories.
Sorry, I was basically northwestern in my head.
You didn't know which one encompassed in the...
No, yeah, I had to figure it out.
Okay. We'll go to this next song. Rabbit Hole from a band I really like, The Temper Trap.
The what?
The Temper Trap.
Sorry, Matt's got Pez eye in his mouth.
I got a Pez in my mouth.
His little Yoda Pez dispenser.
And I'm trying to talk and Pez it up. Anyways, they have an album coming out. I don't know exactly when it is. The Temper Trap.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Thought we were talking about Pez.
Anyways, this song is called Rabbit Hole. Enjoy, and we'll talk about one of the worst experiences at a restaurant of my life.
Death.
What?
Giving him a little preview. That was a lot less than 30 seconds.
Well, the song ended before I got to it. Anyways, that was Rabbit Hole from The Temper Trap. The Temper Trap. Sorry. So last week, what day was that?
It was Tuesday. It was Tuesday because...
right after the show, because we did talk about Wednesdays, yes.
I told you the important story about how Wendy's took over Burger King as the second hamburger joint. And as Matt, I don't know if you know, Matt carpools me on Tuesdays because we both have the show, have the same class, and we leave at the same time. So I'm like, okay.
And he's lazy.
So, very lazy. I fully admit to that. But anywho. Yeah, always say that. We were sitting getting ready for our next class to start, and I said, you know what sounds good? Some Wendy's. And he's like, yeah. Because we talked about Wendy's, and I'm like, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, Tex talked about Wendy's, and he's never been in... Oh, he's been twice.
I've been twice that I can recall. I don't know if I've ever been...
And they were both in the drive-thru?
Yeah, both.
So I had to take him into the store itself.
It was a new experience for me.
So there's 2 on the way home, down
both
Watt.
On the same road.
Heading north on Watt. There's one by my mom's work,
Which is?
What?
Where your mom's work?
That's not important.
Well,
Jeez,
I mean, you
nosy. This Wendy's was by
move the story along.
The bowling alley down there, Countryside Lanes.
Yes, I used to live around there, like right next to that place.
And then keep heading north, and right before Business 80, there's another Wendy's, and I decided to go that one. That was the one closest to our house. So we get there, and immediately, it's raining first.
First of all, it's on the side of a very busy road, and
across from that road, across from Wendy's, actually, across Watt, is a well-known whorehouse.
Is there?
It's a hotel frequently used by prostitutes.
I did not know that.
Anyways, we pull up and we're bombarded by bums.
Well, the roads. First of all, when I see this place, like I said, it's next to a busy road, and I just get this is a really ghetto place kind of feeling. You know, how you can tell some of those restaurants are just people are standing outside and like, oh gosh, we're gonna get beat, aren't we? So we pull up, we park. And Matt's like, hey, I don't want anybody to steal our stuff. I'm like, okay, that's okay. So he gets backpacks, he puts them under the seats and whatever. And we get out, and there's this guy comes out. Matt's still putting stuff away. I get out to go into the restaurant, and this guy comes out with a very long shirt and pants. And he says, "Hey man, you got some money? Got 75 cents for a burger?" And I don't really like giving money to bums too much. And so I just said, no, and I walk inside. He turns around and says, "All right, blank you." And I'm like, "Really?"
Did he really?
Yeah, he turned around and he said that. He didn't say blank, but of course. And I was like,
which letter did it start with?
It started with a PH. Ha, get it? F.
Okay.
I'm making a
stupid
grammar joke. I'm pretty sure people are laughing.
No one was. Go.
And so, and I'm thinking, really? You're going to do that and you want him to give me money? I'm glad I didn't give him money. So I walk in there and I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. So this is apparently, I guess this is one of those places.
Wait, hold on. If you would have told me that, I want to give that guy. I'd give that guy a couple quarters.
Well, I didn't know. You gave him money?
Did. I don't carry cash, but I had change in this cup thing in my car that I absolutely never use.
That explains why they all came back in later in the story. But I had to go to the bathroom, so I go to the bathroom, and there's a lock on it. One of the ones where like go get the tokens from the thing, and like I guess people do drugs in there or something that they have to lock it with coins. So I went up to the front. She gave me this little tiny gold coin, and I went to the bathroom. And one of the guys, because it was not only that bum, but a group of them. And one was in there, and I just went to the bathroom. And I don't know what he was doing. He wasn't washing his hands. Because I went into the stall, and he had some bottle or something. I'm like, I don't know what this guy's doing. I'm thinking he's waiting for me. He's going to stab me. Look, I'm not kidding. I literally thought about this, and I'm like, okay, think back to my self-defense YouTube classes. Because sometimes I YouTube.
I don't even want to. Not even know.
I YouTube self-defense. Nope. But I this is what really was going through my head. So I just walk out. I wash my hands. Nothing happened. I was being paranoid. And so
that's funny.
I order my food and I wait.
But hold on. So Tex gets his order. He's in line. I'm doing crap. So I go in line later, and right when I get in, he's basically finishing his order.
Another thing, real quick.
Oh, okay.
As Matt's outside, you're welcome. Is that I'm like, Matt's taking forever to come in here, and I'm thinking, oh crap, they beat him, they jumped him. I literally thought this. Sorry, Matt. Go ahead. So
Tex places his order right when I hop in line, and he goes to the bathroom or whatever. And I'm standing there, and something's going on with the register. This girl that's at the register is new. So the manager's there, and then some other chick is there. All women.
Wow, really?
I'm just saying.
Man, and they're all like, they're all in the fast food place.
They're all fussing with this register because she like lost money or money was misplaced or something.
And I came out at this point. I was next to Matt waiting for him to order.
No, not yet.
Oh, not yet.
This is the entire time that Tex is in the bathroom, this whole thing's going on about 3-4 minutes.
Really?
I don't know. I'm exaggerating it. But no, and the whole time, no one's acknowledging that I'm there. They're just sitting there dealing with this register. Awful customer service, and then finally the manager's like, "We'll be ready with you," and then everything gets settled for some reason, and then the girl at the register, new girl, thinks she knows it all. She just got there. She's new. She couldn't figure out the register. She's missing money anyways.
Am I out of the bathroom at this point?
Yeah, you're finally. Okay. Did you notice that she was? Did you notice any problems with her taking your order?
My order?
Mm-hmm.
No. Anyway, but when I come out, I look, and there are 3 people around the cash register, and I'm like, really? 3 people just standing there? And Matt's, standing there with his reject face. If you ever seen Matt, you know what that means.
I was like, what? I just want a sandwich. That's it. Anyways.
Takes 3 people to finally get his order down.
Right, and they barely did that right.
And then one girl comes up, yeah, I do this all the time. I have this problem, and she just clicks a couple buttons. That's what I do. I'm like, so you have this problem all the time, and you've never tried to correct yourself?
So what I did was I placed my order. I said, I want can I get a grilled chicken sandwich?
Yeah.
Just the sandwich. Okay.
I ordered a Baconator.
That's what I said. And then she pushes the screen, and I imagine she chose the menu or the meal. So the sandwich, French fries, and a shake or a drink. And I specifically said, if you remember, I just want the sandwich.
Yes, you specified you only wanted the sandwich.
And then she pulls out this card, and the manager and the other chick are still there, just hanging around, doing nothing, absolutely nothing. And she goes to slide the void card to erase the item because it's a meal and I didn't want that. And then they're all yelling, they're like, "Why are you voiding it?" Because that's just bad for business or whatever, voiding the item.
But the customer's always right.
And And this is what she said, and I wish I could quote her for sure because it was the worst thing. And she was implying that I was wrong, which is not what you're supposed to do as a customer service or as a cashier. She's like, he never said he didn't. He just wanted the sandwich, so I put the meal.
I didn't hear her say that. She said that.
She said that. He's like, he never said that, and I was gonna yell at her right there, just to make everything worse. And they're like, yeah, well, you could have done this and made it all better, whatever. And then everyone leaves, and I was like, all right, I want the sandwich. You get that down? She's like, did you want grilled or crispy?
Regular order stuff. It seems to be back on track at this point.
I said grilled.
And you seem like you're already a little frustrated, but you're holding back. You're
this thing was pumping
it's not worth
blood.
it to just.
Anyways, and then I'm like, and what I do is I don't get soda. I don't drink soda.
Love soda.
I have a Wendy's card that I get a free Frosty Junior.
And this thing is smaller.
It's small, but it's all right for me.
It's super.
It's free. I'm not worried about it. Anyways, so what I do is I don't get the meal because that's more expensive for buying a Coke that I don't want. Mm-hmm. So I simply ordered the sandwich and a medium fry. And I was like, can I get a medium fry with that as well? And I want the Frosty Junior with my card. And then she's like, oh, you would have saved money if you just got the meal.
Is that true? I don't.
It's not.
No, that's what I figured.
Definitely
It'd
not
be more
true
for the soda.
at all.
Also.
How was that possible? And I was going to yell at her right there, too. But I let it go.
See, all your Taco Bell experience is just, no, this is wrong.
I've yelled at a customer at Taco Bell before.
Yes, I heard.
Not cool.
Story for another time.
I guess that wasn't good. So I've been on both ends, and I know what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do, and she was not doing what she was supposed to do.
You're seeing it from both sides.
Exactly. So I finally get her. I was like, God, just shut up. Just slide my card. I don't care what you're saying. You have no idea what you're doing. Okay?
I already got my food and sitting down and eating.
He's sitting down. I'm waiting for my card to get broken into. I can't see it because the text chose the wrong seat, so I couldn't see it through the window.
Who's driving?
The wall is a wall between my car, so my windows are broken into by now. Both laptops are stolen out of our backpacks.
That didn't happen.
But that's what's going through my mind, so that wasn't helping. And then my order was placed, and I'm standing there just waiting for my menu. A girl walks up. She's like, it's going to take some time. So I'm going to put these fries under the heat lamp so they get all soggy and crappy. Ugh. Please, would you do that for me? I would really appreciate that. Why don't you just make it all at the same time?
And they couldn't. Matt's little fiasco there, and I was waiting. I already placed my order so that my food came out, but I don't know what she did. I think she screwed up my number or whatever because she didn't say number 4 because the lady came out. I saw my Baconator sitting on the waiting rack to be put together.
Yeah,
with
and she's walking around with it, talking to the girl.
She's like, "Whose is this? Baconator?" And I'm like, "Well, I know that's my Baconator, but she's calling out who ordered a Baconator. Shouldn't you call out my number that's on my receipt?" Nobody in there had any idea how to do what they were doing.
Anything. There was one incident, and I'll get to that. But finally, I'm just gonna sit down, call my number when it's ready. So I sit down with Tex and
I wasn't really paying too much attention, but I saw when Matt came. He was steaming. He was.
My God. Anyways, the one thing that was good what happened was it wasn't the manager. It wasn't the awful. I was in a cuss at her right now. Girl on the register. Mm-hmm. It was the other girl that was doing nothing absolutely as well. And she walks by. She actually hand delivers my meal and says, "I'm sorry for for what's going on. She's training." Yada yada yada. Mm-hmm. So that was the only thing that was good.
Did they upgrade your fries for that too?
No.
I thought that they did give you a large.
I got a medium.
Oh really? See, normally they'd be like, "We're sorry for the delay.
I should have asked for
something. Large fries.
Another Frosty, maybe." Anyways, I did not. I didn't even want to talk to him anymore. But
I understand.
But yeah, and the sandwich was subpar. The lettuce was poor. The tomato was the butt end. Who wants to eat that?
Yeah, I saw his looked rinky-dinky. Although, on the plus side, for me...
It's all about you.
I'm not even kidding. This burger was one of the most perfect burgers I've ever seen. You know how you order in the drive-thru, and there's like, you got the Leaning Tower pizza going on. No, this one was... It was the most perfect burger I've ever seen. It wasn't shiny like in the commercials, but otherwise, it could have been used in the commercial.
And so I have my meal, and it's not as satisfying because I'm livid, and I working in fast food and other companies that require surveys, not require surveys but take surveys. I know that those survey scores are very important, and if they receive a bad score, it really hurts the store. So I'm like, where's the survey? I'm taking this. So it's on the back of the receipt most of the time.
You always see those things at the top.
And you never take them. They're like, oh, win $1,000, or, and I actually got a coupon for doing this. So I'm not going to go back.
$2.
But yeah, so if you're ever in a situation like this and you want to really hurt a store and their customer service is poor, take that survey, give them all zeros, say as bad things as you can. They're not going to get fired or anything like that.
But they will be disciplined.
They will be stricter training. They'll have people go over there yelling at them. And the more bad scores they get, the more they'll hurt.
See, and I said, if I ever go inside, I'm probably going to do these surveys now. Because first of all, I didn't know. You always see them, but you don't think about them. And I probably will start doing these surveys and rate them fairly. Yes, bad, good, no, whatever.
Right, and you do. You never really do them. And when I worked at Taco Bell, once a month we might have gotten like three done out of the 1,000 people we've served. And most of the time, people only doing the surveys
when they're mad
are really mad,
like
or if they're really happy. We got a lot of 10s, but then when we got zeros, and if they said your name for sure, I didn't catch your name, so I couldn't write it down. And it probably was on the receipt, but I didn't take the survey text took it for me
because he was driving. Took it on his Android.
But yeah, so they get it. They probably get a few amount of surveys anyways, and so the ones they see are what I sent and a really bad one. So we'll hope the store goes down. Death to Wendy's.
Wendy's is still a good.
Okay,
80. Yeah, that specific Wendy's
Business 80
was pretty bad.
Awful. Don't go to that one.
Just spit out of there.
I usually go to one in Roseville before I go to work, and there's a girl in the drive-thru that's hot. So that's a benefit for that one if you want to go.
So Wendy's is not all bad.
Wendy's or Roseville by Future Forward, where executive producer works, Trevor Hickson. That was our rant. God. And all because of you, Tex.
No, I said, hey, let's go to this Wendy's. It's probably close. And you're like, nah, I want to go to the crappy one. And I'm like, okay, if that's what you want, you're the driver.
In hindsight, that was a much prettier Wendy's.
It was absolutely prettier.
I just couldn't get over a lane, and
there was plenty of room. I saw.
I could have done it safely as well.
So that's our near-death Wendy's experience that happened last week.
Oh yeah, it wasn't even. Someone's gonna die. I don't think it was gonna be me though.
I thought I was gonna die, or at least. Get
right. We in that sense. Yeah. Oh God, those bums.
And they asked us for money on our way out too.
For real.
For one. And I'm like, she didn't ask for money. She said, "Do you guys have an extra burger or money or something?" And Matt walked out with his fries, and she didn't see him. So like, no, I said I don't have.
I
any
didn't
food.
even acknowledge her. I saw the text got. I was like, that's fine.
And I said, I don't have any food. We just left and started taking a survey about how awful they were. So don't go to that Wendy's.
Take surveys. They're really important.
You get Matt. You got a coupon. It was a small coupon.
$2 coupon for anything.
If they give you those things, I'll take them because shoot, I could save them up and.
Anyways, oh God, that was a good vent. I like that. All right, we'll go to this next song and
we're here
for commercial break. This song is from Mike Snow, a Swedish band. IKEA. Swedish band, Mike Snow. This song is called Vase, off their newest album that just came out.
Vase?
Vase.
Vase.
This album's Happy to You. Check it out. Really enjoy it. Anyways, and we'll go to commercial break. We'll see you in a bit. And play. Back, Matt and Tex Show.
So you draw the important parts first. I see. Okay.
I'm sorry?
Sorry, off-air conversation coming on there. My bad.
Oh, he was talking about an app called Draw Something.
We talked about it last week.
That song was Without a Word from new artist, Birdie. Her album just came out. That song was actually free on iTunes. But it is no longer.
By a little birdie.
No.
Trying to make jokes here.
No. Yeah,
we like to have fun here.
I think you tried that before as well.
And people died of laughter.
I'm going to read off this today. Actually, The Buried Life, did you ever watch that show on MTV?
I don't watch MTV.
That's correct. It was a show where these three guys, maybe four, I don't recall. They had this long list of a bucket list, what they would do before they die, and they just go around and do these things, and they have a good message.
I've heard about that show.
And and usually they find one person. They say, "What do you want to do before you die?" And one's like, "Oh, I want to meet my son that I've never met." Yada yada yada. And so they do happy, fun things. That group is actually coming to Sac State. They're doing a college tour. They'll be here Thursday, April 5th, at 7:30 in the University Ballroom. It is a free show. They'll talk about, they actually have a lecture, I guess, quote unquote lecture.
And are they filming their show, or are they just
no.
talking?
They're just going to be talking about life is full of buckets. Make a list or something like that. Some happy thing. I don't know. It's people like MTV and people like the Berry Life. So if
people
you're into that,
MTV.
It's free. Oh, why is Jersey Shore so popular then? If people don't like MTV,
People like Jersey Shore.
that's on MTV. They love it. They're fine. Anyways, what were we talking about?
The film.
The film. Sorry, I blanked because that card got me going.
Way to go, man.
Last, I don't recall, but I did see the Hunger Games.
It was Thursday.
Not the film when I saw Hunger Games.
My bad.
I went to see Hunger Games. We had to wait in line. We were like the first people in line. There's like 4 of us. And this guy walks up. Actually, he was outside. We passed him. We didn't care. He had tickets to some crappy movie. He walks up to us like, "Hey guys, you want to see this movie? It's a super early premiere, so you go there. The filmmakers will be there. They're gonna have questions for you to fill out. What your favorite scene and stuff like that." I've been to one before, and it's usually pretty fun because you get to see a film that no one's ever seen before, and it went for a good time. And so I was like, I'll take the photo. Oh yeah, I'll take the photo and sorry, I'll take the photo or not the. I'm sorry,
The photo.
Jesus.
You'll take the tickets.
I'll take the tickets and I'll go to it, maybe not. I look at it. It says Mark Wahlberg in it is starring in it,
Yeah.
as well as Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
Mila Kunis, and actually Seth MacFarlane played a voice as one of the characters.
And if you don't know, Seth MacFarlane is the creator of Family Guy, one of the most funniest shows ever in the history
Yep.
of ever.
Yep. Anyways, well, I guess I got to try and cut this short. But I contemplate whether or not going or not, and so we actually finally decided to go. I invite Tex, who usually doesn't go anywhere, but he decided to go.
Because Matt told me what it was called, and he told me what it was about, and he told me the premise. Let me give you the premise. The film is called Ted, and it's about a man who, as a boy, didn't have any friends and wished for his favorite teddy bear to come to life. And I'm thinking, wow, that is so dumb. And then I saw written and directed by Seth MacFarlane, and I'm said, this movie is going to be one of the most funny things I've ever seen. And I was super psyched to go see this movie.
He was. And so, anyways, we get there and we wait in line. We get into the theater. We go. Actually, I'm usually have to work on Thursday, and this Thursday I didn't work, surprisingly. So this was good.
Worked out
Perfectly. So I did get to go. It was me, Trevor, and Tex. So it was basically the show. We all went there, and we find our seats. We're in the middle, top upper section. There's areas taped off. We assume for like press and
important people.
They said movie people would be there that made the film, but I doubt it.
You're like just like the third most star, the person that nobody really cares about.
Probably like a cinematographer for a low film that no one knows. Anyways, so those sections are taped off, and we sit there and the film's about to start, and there's people just the theater is just filling up with people, and we see someone actually sit in the taped off area. We don't really.
I noticed this person first. You and Trevor were talking, and I was just looking around, and I
actually saw him when he came in, and I looked at him a bit, and I was like, wow, that's odd that this guy sort of looks like Seth MacFarlane, the guy who. But it was like such a minuscule thought in my head. I didn't say anything.
When I saw him, like, cause I saw a guy walk up in like my peripheral, and he turned around, and when I looked at him, his back was to me, and my heart kind of just jumped a little bit. I'm like, holy crap, is that Seth MacFarlane? Not a oh my gosh, but like a nervous. Is that really Seth MacFarlane? And I look at the hair, and I'm like, that's Seth MacFarlane. And I go, I think that's Seth MacFarlane. I whisper to Trevor. Trevor whispers to Matt. And they're like, no, why would Seth MacFarlane come to Sacramento? And I'm thinking the same thing. And he sits down, and we're like, I think that's Seth MacFarlane. And Trevor goes, hey, Seth. And you see the guy's eyebrow pick up a little bit. And we're like, it's him. Seth MacFarlane's here.
And I still wasn't sure at that point, because I'm thinking, why would he come to Sacramento? It's a good theater in our area, but it's not an amazing quality theater.
And I was thinking that, like, I'm thinking they're doing this preview all over the place.
Yeah.
Why would he come to Sacramento for this one preview? Unless it was the only preview that they did.
And so before the movie starts, I'm really just staring at him. I'm watching what he does, and he's actually stuffing his face with popcorn.
It's kind of bigger than the actual movie. Just Seth MacFarlane's here.
Yeah. And so I eventually, in my mind, I'm like, this has to be Seth MacFarlane. I'm thinking after the film, I'm actually going to go up and say, oh, good film, yada yada. Even if it was a bad film,
You said, okay.
I'm going to talk to him. Anyways, I'm actually going to cut you short. We're going to talk about the show or the film itself, what you liked about it, and all that stuff next week. But we're just going to say, after the film, we did our little surveys, did what we liked, what we didn't like. He was actually in the row in front of us and to the left, and that was basically the easiest way to get out.
So we
is going to the
that
left.
way.
So I walk through there. We walk behind Seth. I go behind him. I say, hey, really cool film, really liked it. Yada yada yada.
Extended your hand.
I extended my hand to give him a handshake. We shook hands. Nice firm handshake. He said, "Oh, thanks, man," and he said it like he would sound like Brian from Family Guy.
I think that's just his normal voice.
It is for sure. But I'm just saying it's funny.
I know you heard Brian.
And then Trevor said, "Yeah, I really like the movie. Keep it up. Keep it up." And Tex.
I just said very funny.
Oh. And so we left, and it was really exciting. And
like that was Seth MacFarlane.
And it was next week. We will talk about what the film was really about, what Tex liked about it, when you'll expect to see it in theaters. And all that fun stuff.
We posted the trailer on our Facebook page.
We did post the trailer on Facebook, facebook.com/Matt and Tex. Make sure to like the show if you haven't already. And the video is explicit. There is a lot of language and
which made the movie great.
Obscene gestures and acts. So don't watch it.
Not for children under 3.
Exactly. Before, go for it. Anyways, we'll see you next week, guys. Thanks for listening. Yeah.
This has been the Matt and Tex Show.